Hi, good morning. Welcome to Bumslide Thursday edition of Mornings with Luann and Tim. Hope you're doing well this morning. She did it.
That never gets old. What? Who did what?
Jessica Simpson had her baby girl.
We were just talking about it yesterday, weren't you?
10 pounds, 13 ounces.
You've been there, done that.
Mine was 10 pounds, 15 ounces. So I still beat her.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a little girl, her third, and the girl's name is Birdie.
What do you mean?
Birdie Mae Johnson.
Come on.
What? Why do people do that to their children? Like as if that kid in her life is not going to have to say, okay, you spell it this way, or no, it's Birdie, not Bert or Bertram, or name the kid, I don't know, Faye. Anne, right? It's like, come on.
Birdie.
But congrats anyway.
Yeah, congrats anyway to you and your bird.
The bird. The bird.
Well, today is absolutely incredible Kids Day. So there you go. Speaking of having a new baby.
She's absolutely incredible at 10 pounds, 13 ounces.
Exactly. Incredible Kids Day was started by the Campfire Girls. Remember them? They're an American thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're still around. Anyway, happy absolutely incredible Kids Day.
I have some of those.
Do you?
Yeah, 3 of them.
I am one of those.
Yeah, all right.
It is also, talk about absolutely incredible, it's World Down Syndrome Day.
Oh, it is today.
It is. And the theme this year is Leave No One Behind.
Awesome. I like that.
And our first guest on today's show is Quinn Plow McWilliam and his mother Suzanne Plow. And Quinn has Down syndrome, and he's here to talk about how fantastic his life is and all the great opportunities he's had in his life. And
I can't wait for you to meet him. He's such a gentleman.
So Down syndrome happens because they have an extra chromosome.
Yes.
Okay, so we all have 46 chromosomes. People with Down syndrome have 47 chromosomes. It's in the 21st chromosome. They have 3 markers instead of 2, something like that. Which is why 3rd month, 3 markers, March, 21st chromosome. The day is the 21st. So on the March 21st, it's World Down Syndrome Day because of the 3rd.
Oh.
The 3 markers on the 21st chromosome.
Well, look at you doing some research.
Yeah. So they have 47 chromosomes, and Quinn likes to say that he's rocking his extra chromosome.
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely.
Right on.
So anyway, I watched a video, if anybody's interested in learning more about Down syndrome, and just being really super motivated and inspired by by what we've learned over the years. Because if you think about it, when I was growing up in the 60s, and I mentioned this, I think I mentioned this in the interview, I didn't go to school with people with Down syndrome.
No.
They didn't go
so
to
where were
what they call
right?
neighborhood schools, right?
Right.
Now they do. Quinn
Yeah.
did. Quinn went through St. Paul's, St. Mary's College, Sioux College.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it's a great thing because the whole idea is inclusion. I think I have a little quote here about it somewhere. It says, yes, all people with Down syndrome must have opportunities to live fulfilling lives, included on a full and equal basis with others in all aspects of society.
Absolutely.
There's a lady named Karen Gaffney, Gaffney. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, if you're watching on the View on Demand, or if you have on your computer and you're interested, Google or YouTube, Karen Gaffney, TED Talks. She has Down syndrome, and she's a remarkable spokesperson.
That's terrific.
So enjoy the interview today.
Awesome. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so anxious, like I said, for you to meet him because he's such a sweet guy.
It's one of the things our education system does well.
Yes. I have to say, integration.
Yes.
It's taken a few years.
Other things they don't do so well.
Let's not get into that, all right?
I have to because you're talking about her on the news today.
I am.
Lisa, what's her name? Thompson, the Minister of Education for Ontario. Okay. I'm not going to get into the cuts, Lou. What I'm talking about is she's talking about, larger class sizes to be more like university and get the children used to having to work in these kinds of environments. They need to be more resilient is the word that she used. So then she was asked about arts because she's talking about trades. We're going to teach kids the trades.
Right.
And math and sciences and trades.
That's a Doug Ford thing. He wants to get back to basic math.
So then somebody asked about the arts. Oh, thanks for bringing that up, says Lisa. That goes without saying. Oh, really? It does? Oh, you're just not going to mention it? I think there needs to be a balance. But again, arts are important. There needs to be a balance. And the reporter said, what does that mean? People need to have an appreciation and exposure to music, to arts, to all of that. In
You
my
liked
mind,
it.
she says, in my mind, it's innate. It's innate. What does that mean? You don't need to teach it? It's just there? What?
Innate is non-movement.
For a balanced student coming out of secondary school, we need to make sure that there is an appreciation for art, for music, and everything that whole realm embraces. But when it comes to the world of work, we need to make sure our students have the skills and the pathways that are providing jobs. For instance, we have jobs waiting for kids interested in pursuing skilled trades. Not only jobs, but great quality of life that people need to be excited about, but not the arts.
Wouldn't arts, if you're
just
really
get
talented at something artistic, wouldn't that give you resilience? Because as you're directing Shrek right now and have been a performer your whole life, is there not a moment when you see someone have faith in themselves, they make a breakthrough and it's like, I can do this? That's resilience.
It is resilience. There's so much to be learned from the arts, but the one thing that these educators forget is what music was in the first place. It was a science. Music was considered a science. It's numbers, it's fractions, it's all of those things. It's sound,
that's
it's
a good point.
science. There's a science behind music, and that's been completely forgotten. You learn it when you study music at an intense level. Like I learned that from Paul Dingle, who was my piano teacher here in the zoo.
Right.
It's so fascinating to hear him speak about how music began as a science.
So it began historically as a science?
As a science, it was considered a science.
Oh,
the
that's
study
awesome.
of music was considered a science, and
good to know.
I know. Anyway, there's so many skills. I mean, memory, language skills, all of those things.
Working with others, taking
reading,
direction,
anyway,
all of it.
There's so based on this skill, and that's great. Okay,
You
yes.
have to.
We have a shortage of jobs. We have a shortage of people to fulfill this trades.
In Sault Ste. Marie, there's more than hundreds of jobs.
But don't forget about the arts. Anyway.
No, there's room for all, right?
Yes.
I mean, take one of those students that you're going to add into a classroom where the teachers are supposed to be 1 to 5 in high school, and they're already like 1 to 1,400. Like, take a couple of those and put them in a choir. Let them sing.
So
while the
got a
others
little
are doing
worked up
math.
about that.
Yeah, you always do.
Happy Purim to our Jewish friends.
Purim?
Purim is it's a 2-day event that begins on sundown on the 14th day of Adar. Adar is the 12th month in the Jewish calendar, and it's the happiest month. Oh, look, they're
awesome.
celebrating. It's a joyous holiday. It's one of the most festive Jewish holidays. Purim is. Children dress in costumes. People give gifts. It celebrates a major victory against oppression of Jews in the Persian Empire in the 5th century. You want a gift?
Yes. I thought you were going to spit.
No, that would be awful. Oh,
That's
anyway,
really cool.
I know
Purim.
it is. So
What a
happy
pretty
Purim.
word.
It's a 2-day celebration in Adar. So yay, celebrate. And yes, Luann's looking for gifts. So
Yes.
anyway.
We're at 116 Industrial Court. Anytime
No, we're not.
today.
Honey, we're at 116 Industrial Park Crescent, and I'm sorry I just
That
called
one.
you honey.
That's okay, honey.
I didn't mean that in a...
No, that's
that's a
fine.
term of
We're
endearment.
friends. Yeah, we're friends. You can call me honey.
Just don't call you late for lunch.
No, I'll never be late for lunch. Hey, David Letterman was on Ellen yesterday.
Does he still have the
Yes, I don't like it.
The beard?
Do you like it? The beard. Do you?
Oh, there's the picture.
Do you find? Oh, now it's longer. On Ellen, it's like seriously, it's down
long-
to here. It's a lovely beard, but I'm not a facial hair person, I suppose.
am I.
You know what? I don't like it.
My grandmother wasn't either. She didn't like people who had facial hair.
I thought that you were going to say she never shaved. Or she did
No,
shave.
that was my aunt.
Yeah, no, that was me. He said that he probably should have retired 10 years ago. And he said what happened was he didn't because nobody was brave enough to fire him.
That's why he didn't retire?
Yeah.
You mean he just kept pushing the boundaries and nobody would fire him?
Like he said, you know what? He said to Ellen, he said, like, look at you. You're doing this talk show. You're still doing other things. You're working on a YouTube channel. You're doing she went back to stand up for a little bit, and she's doing all kinds of different projects. He said, by the time I was done, I was exhausted. He said, so you just want to shut down and not do anything? And he says, I feel kind of bad because if I would have left when I was less tired, then maybe I would have had, different opportunities. But yeah, she said, shave the beard. No, she didn't say that part.
I thought maybe David Letterman was saying that he should have retired, but he couldn't because people kept breaking into his house and he couldn't go home.
Yeah, he was afraid.
There was a lady living in his house or
I
something.
know.
That was really weird.
Weirdo.
Stalkers.
Yeah.
You ever had a stalker?
Yes, I have.
I didn't even know that was true. I didn't.
Yeah,
really?
police escorting me out of my workplace and back in, and
Oh, Luann.
Yeah, it was
Well,
not
I promise I won't do it again. Ladies and gentlemen,
just
stay
bring me a
tuned.
gift.
Watch this great interview coming up with Quinn Plo McWilliam and his mother Suzanne on World Down Syndrome Day. And there's lots more on the show as well, including the news from Luann on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, and in celebration of World Down Syndrome Day, I'm joined today by my friend Quinn Plo and his mother Suzanne.
Actually, his name is Quinn Plo McWilliam. He's got a hyphenated last name.
How come your name is so fancy? Because you're an actor, that's why.
Yeah.
Quinn Plo McWilliam.
Yes.
Nice. Thanks for coming on the show today, Quinn.
You're welcome.
We've known each other since probably, I don't know, you were young. You were doing that summer theater workshop with the Sioux Youth Theater at the Community Theater Center.
Yes.
What show was that you were performing in? It was about the frog and toad?
Yeah.
Something like that, Toad Hall?
Toad of Toad Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who were you in that show?
The funny policeman.
The funny policeman. It was a courtroom scene, I remember, and
Yes.
you had to be like a guard in a courtroom, and we worked a little bit a comedy bit together, but you were very, very funny in that.
Yeah.
Suzanne, has he always been an actor, singer, comedian, performer kind of guy? Has that just been his nature?
Yes, he loves music, he loves singing, he loves television, so...
Yes?
Yeah,
I love
actors.
television, too.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved in theater in the first place? How did you, whose idea was that?
I remember there was a
You
play
do?
going on, I think grade 4?
Really?
I'm not too sure, grade 4 possibly. Anyways, at the school, so I said, well, can Quinn get involved? And they said, well, okay, you know. And
Elementary school?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to elementary school? Which grade school did you go to?
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's. Do you enjoy your time there?
Yes, everyone liked me there.
Everyone liked you there?
Yes.
And so you performed in a show in grade 4.
Yeah.
And that was it. I mean, I'm sure that you just knew when you got on that stage, that's where you were happy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know
And then after that, we got involved with Sioux Youth Theater with Loretta Durat.
And that's, okay, so then I met you after that. So
That's right,
It
yeah.
was Sioux Youth Theater. Who
Yeah.
else have you worked with? Well, okay, so you went to St. Paul's first, then where'd you go to high school?
Well, St. Mary's.
St. Mary's College.
And then after I went to Sioux College.
Sioux College. Hey, while you were at St. Mary's College, did you work with Joe Lozon at all? Mr. Lozon?
Mr. Lawson. Yes.
In theater there?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because there's a great theater program at Theater SMC.
Yeah, because I remember the play I was in was Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, that's right. And
Yeah.
you actually, I just found this out. Tell us, what did you get for your performance in that show?
Well, I got an award.
An award.
Um,
Theater Ontario, no less. Right?
Yes.
A Theater Ontario Award, Adjudicator's Award for your performance.
Yes.
In Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. I haven't won a theater award, Quinn.
I know.
Okay, so let's see. So we've got Rosetta Durat from Sioux Youth Theater. We've got
Yep.
Joe Lozon at Theater SMC.
Yes.
There's more too. You've done more shows.
Actually, yes. There
Creative
was
Spirits?
Creative Spirits Theater Group with Kelly McGilvery.
Kelly McGilvery, she runs that through Community Living Algoma, right? CLA.
Yeah.
She's on lots of shows, but the one that really, and I actually got to do some fun stuff playing around and rehearsing with some people when back at Sir James Dunn High School when they used to rehearse out of there. But the one show that blew me away, Quinn, was I saw you in it. It was Rhonda's Story.
Yes.
Yeah, and Rhonda is confined to a wheelchair, and she doesn't communicate the same way that you and I do, but she's so smart, and she can write, and she wrote a script about her life, right?
Right.
And you performed in it at the Grand Theater,
Yes.
and I was blown away by that show. Everybody in it was great, and Rhonda's Story is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that play every night.
Yeah, were you in
went
every night?
Yeah.
So what about the challenge? Do you feel that you've had a life of challenges, or do you just feel like your life has been just great? What do you think, Quinn?
Well, I mean, it's really easy. I mean, I like getting some experience.
Yeah.
And also, I have tons of friends.
Tons of friends. And you know, it's different. I think Suzanne and I were talking, and Quinn, we were talking before the show. When I was a little boy, people with Down syndrome didn't go to regular schools. They didn't didn't come to schools with us. So I think it's great. Don't you think it's great that you just go to school just like everybody else? I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, they have to stand up for themselves.
Stand up for yourselves.
And it's to show what they're...
Why do you think it's important to celebrate World Down Syndrome Day? What do you think the message would be if you could tell everybody out in the TV out there in TV land? What do you want them to know about World Down Syndrome Day and what it means to you?
I think what it means to have Down syndrome is everyone is special because we are celebrating World Down Syndrome Day. We have a lot of people in different countries, and we want to support them by doing good things. Like they can do arts, sciences, and
they can work in all kinds of fields. People with Down syndrome hold down jobs, right?
Yeah, jobs in the communities.
Public speakers.
Public speakers, actors,
Yes. Actors.
Yeah,
Artists.
really creative.
Yeah.
Also, people with Down syndrome can live on their own.
Yes.
They get married
And have a job.
and have a job, right?
Yeah.
And so, what kind of supports are in our community for people with Down syndrome? Are there any agencies that help us out? Do you have an agency that you like Kelly McGilvery?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
with CLA,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, Community Living Algoma.
And Suzanne, you were talking about being a mother of a child with Down syndrome and having an organization that you guys all put together. Is that true? Sort of through
Yeah,
the
well,
Canadian Down syndrome?
when Quinn was born, somehow I got connected with, Community Living Algoma. And right off the bat, somehow you get connected with the Canadian Down Syndrome Society. And so I ended up meeting some other moms that had children with Down syndrome. And the women at Community Living Algoma sort of wanted us to just sort of go off on our own. You know, you've met, now go off on your own. And around that time as well, the Canadian Down Syndrome Society was traveling across Canada and encouraging parent groups to just form their own group.
Okay.
So
like a grassroots kind of thing.
Yeah. And so we became the Sault Ste. Marie Down Syndrome Society.
Okay.
And after that,
And that's still in existence?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we had to do some fundraising and, got some money to create pamphlets and
Yes.
and that kind of thing. And then one of the things we wanted to do was to spread positive awareness.
Right.
And we used a calendar as a tool to do that.
Were you a model, Quinn? Were you a calendar boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was.
Which month were you?
I think I would say in what was it, September?
Okay. So you got to be in the calendar?
Yeah, we've spread them all over town, and this is what
I've had a couple of calendars, yeah.
One thing I'd like to mention is because we wanted to switch it up, we wanted to create and spread a positive, it's about positive awareness, the positive things that you can do. I remember when he was first born and my doctor gave me information, and it was all quite negative. And so I just chose not to read that.
Right.
And I found more positive information. And then when my pediatrician received one of our calendars, I remember him coming up to me and saying, "This is the most refreshing thing I have ever seen."
Wonderful.
So, and people in the community really liked our calendars, and so we made another one, and then we made another one.
You actually have some sort of little biographies of the people on the calendar talking about what their lives are like, what their interests are.
Yeah, and information about Down syndrome, and a lot of positive quotes about inclusion.
Right. Inclusion is so important, obviously.
Yes.
Awareness is important, but also creating opportunities.
Yeah.
And Quinn, you had the opportunity to go to Sioux College after you finished at St. Mary's College.
Yes, I did.
So you started off in culinary, but then you switched to general arts and sciences?
Yes.
And they have a great program there, don't they?
Yes.
My
yes.
friend Nancy Leishman, she's up there with helping with that program.
Yes.
You get some specialized education, some assistance if you need it.
Yeah.
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 And college, how was that for you? Going to college, did you feel intimidated or no? Or just
Actually, it felt really easy.
really easy. You're so easy to get along with.
Yes.
Another opportunity you had recently, the Special Olympics.
Yes.
Tell me about that, Quinn.
Well, Special Olympics.
Which sport?
Skiing.
Cross country.
Yes, that's right. Skiing.
See that guy Alex behind the camera?
Hi.
We went cross country skiing together. How did you do in the Olympics? Did you have a good time?
Yes, I did. So it was speed and stability.
And stability.
Also, I got 3 medals.
Come off it. So wait a minute. You've won an award for being an actor, and now you've won 3 Olympic medals.
Yes, I did. I got 1 silver and 2 bronze.
I can't keep up with you, man. I can't. You got too much on the go. Are you always busy?
Well, yes. What I do is I do lots of things like experience and.
Oh, basketball. You play basketball.
I play basketball.
Basketball, wise, skiing, theater. Boy, you got a lot on the plate. On your plate.
Also,
and school.
Also, I have a friend who is also part of skiing.
Yes.
Her name is Rochelle.
Rochelle.
She went to different countries.
Oh.
And she competed one of her races there. Yeah.
Is that something you'd like to do, maybe? Travel a little bit?
Yeah, Rochelle received, pretty sure she received the gold this year.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been places like South Korea with Special Olympics.
So you've met some really cool people.
Yes, I did.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you're a really cool guy, too. And Suzanne, did you bring me a little something? I like when I get presents.
Oh,
what did
okay.
you bring me?
So this is
look what I
just-
got.
This is just an awareness tool for World Down Syndrome Awareness Day.
Yeah.
And it's a card that's to do a random act of kindness. So you just take this card.
Yeah.
Right now I put some seeds from my garden.
You have a
On
beautiful
it.
garden. I love your property. Every time I drive by your house, I'm jealous.
Okay.
Wow.
So anyways, you just take this card and you can do anything you like to a random stranger if you want, or somebody you know. It's just a random act of kindness. And so when you take off these seeds and
Yes.
you give this, like pay it forward,
Yes.
the card, you just choose whatever you want to do, whoever
May I
you want
see
it.
it?
And these are more for other people.
Here's my card. And I got the seeds and then my random act of kindness card. So when I do a random act of kindness, Quinn, I'll say, I'm doing this for my buddy Quinn and all my friends at CLA. This is really nice. World Down Syndrome Day.
And also, we want to include other people.
Other people too.
Yeah.
Inclusion is a big part of it, right?
Yes.
Well, I want to thank you for being here today and also for being quite an inspiration in this community. I think you're almost as famous as I am.
Well, thank you, Tim.
I just want to do,
Oh, go
because
ahead,
we
Suzanne.
mentioned Loretta Durant and
Yes.
Joe Lozon. Anthony Achetti also has invited
Anthony
him into
Achetti.
place. So.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you
And
do with
these are all
Anthony?
people that have opened doors. you know.
So
You did a show with Anthony.
with Anthony Achetti, I was in Into the Woods.
Yes, and he has a new show coming up, Mamma Mia, that's opening up in April. So are you going to go see it?
Yeah, I probably would.
Probably would. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you can look forward to seeing Quinn on stage and around town. And our thanks to Suzanne for joining us today. Quinn Plo McWilliams and Suzanne Plo for World Down Syndrome Day. And once again, thanks, Quinn. All the best to you.
You're welcome. And remember, the other people in the different countries, I just wanted to say good job. And also, we would like to support you.
There you go. And we'll be back with more. More with Luann and Tim right after this.
Promise delivered, right? Wasn't he a sweet guy? And Mom is just so together. I
Suzanne.
loved that interview. That was
you.
an awesome interview.
That was
oh
fun to
yeah,
do.
you did good too.
It's not hard with Quinn. He's just personality,
Wow, seriously.
charisma, and he's a calendar boy. Because you know they do the calendars.
You've always wanted to be a calendar
I
boy. You're
have.
jealous, aren't you?
I wanted to be the August, right, the middle spread. Because now I've got a middle spread.
Okay.
It's a different kind of middle spread than I thought in my
Why is
youth.
August the middle spread?
Isn't it the middle of the year?
I don't know.
July?
Maybe in
Well,
your
there's 12
mind.
months, the 6th month, oh, that's June. Never mind, I'm way off. Anyway, guess
I was
what?
wondering why you were talking about. Never mind.
Guess what?
What?
In 1891,
Oh, there's a conversation starter.
yeah, in 1891, you were about 6. It was the end of the Hatfield-McCoy feud. Remember the Hatfields and McCoys?
Little Abner's comic strip was kind of sort of based on that, no?
No.
Yeah.
No, Bugs Bunny.
Oh.
Do you remember Bugs Bunny?
The guy you
Look,
couldn't, yeah, you
it's up
couldn't
right
even
now.
see.
There
yeah,
was
yeah.
a feud between the
Oh.
Hatfields and the McCoys, and Bugs had to like make it all
that's
better.
it, yeah.
And you know how Bugs made it all better?
By singing.
No, and then he dressed up like a girl. And
Oh, that's right.
And then the end. So anyway, what really happened was.
So you watched that and said, I want to be just like Bugs when I grow up.
No, but that's
When
how
he
I
dressed up
learned-
as a girl.
I
I
learned
mean-
my history from Looney Tunes. That's what I learned. I learned about the Hatfield-McCoy feud because of Bugs Bunny. I learned a lot of things from Bugs Bunny. So anyway, here's the story.
Okay, hurry up.
The reason that it ended, the feud ended, because a Hatfield married a McCoy
I knew that.
from Bugs Bunny. Did you know that?
No.
Oh. Well, the big news was, for the first time in a long time, a Hatfield wasn't marrying another Hatfield.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Well, because it is West Virginia. Have you been?
Mountain Mama.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Mounting Mama.
All right, so listen.
Okay,
You have
listen.
you have the news coming up, and then after that, I have an interview. Oh, Sioux College is back again. Another special event coming up. It's a fundraiser for the Neighborhood Resource Center.
I think Gino Cavallo is trying to take our job. He shows up with these public relations students all the time, and I swear, he's
Yeah.
trying to just maneuver his way
Which one
in.
of us does he want to replace?
You. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Is it my imagination, or are you?
Good night. You woke me up
or
there
are you
for a second.
reporting on more break and enters lately?
Yes.
What is going
It
on?
seems like there. What?
Oh,
today's
speaking of
not
break and
Friday.
enter, what-
Oh my gosh! This isn't Friday. Why is there a dog? I'm afraid of dogs.
Why is there a dog?
Why
That's
is
not
there a
just any
dog?
dog. That's Dash, Luann.
Oh, a special dog to the community, no?
Oh yeah, Dash is a harmless dog, and Matt. Oh yeah, and Matt.
I'll take it.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah.
How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the
How are
show.
you?
Oh,
Why'd
my
you come
gosh.
barging in here?
Well,
without
you
asking
know,
us?
it's playoff
No
time, so
permission.
we're pretty hostile
The
here.
playoffs.
We're hoping for a hostile environment here in the Sioux.
Who are we playing off with first?
So it all kicks off tonight against Owen Sound. It's going to be game 1 of the
What
series.
do they
First
call
round.
the Owen Sound? What? The
Owen Sound attack.
the attack.
The attack. We're gonna attack back.
Yeah, we're back with bite.
Back with bite.
There you go.
Attack that. Back with bite.
Back with bite has Dash had his rabies shots.
Well, Dash, I have never really seen Dash like this. He's a little hostile when playoffs
Really?
come around.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I could tell when I came in.
Yeah.
When Dash walked in, I was like, yeah, okay. That's why I'm afraid of dogs. I keep telling you.
Well, Dash, he's got a friendly side too.
Yeah,
but
all right.
When
But
that
you're
game
in,
kicks
you're in
off-
play mode now. You're in playoffs.
Yeah,
So now
you know-
Dash is like, okay, let's
Yeah.
get serious.
Well, he tends to lose it a little bit sometimes when he tries to get the crowd fired up, eh? And when the crowd's not going, Dash, he starts to get pretty upset out there. So
Does cartwheels and stuff. And
Have you played
all that.
Owen Sound? You played the attack before.
yeah, so we played them twice this year.
How'd it go before?
We've beaten them both times.
Woo!
But hey, things change. It's a new season in the playoffs, right?
Things
So-
are not going to change, Matt.
Okay,
We're
you're
going to
right.
beat them again.
Yeah, well,
What did you bring with you?
yeah. So I got some posters for you guys here.
Awesome.
We were actually in the mall yesterday at Timmy's. Oh, they had about 3,000 of these things.
Really?
On, all decorated up their store there.
Isn't that
Whoa.
awesome?
So, hey, you guys got these
Right.
You should probably add a couple of these to your set.
We
It's
will.
playoff time.
You know what? We should. We'll put them in one of our windows.
Hey, I'll take your
Right?
word for it.
We will.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we're on the boards at the GFL.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, we are.
We should return the favor and put these up
Yeah,
everywhere
we'll
we
do
go.
that.
Hey, and
For
I got
sure.
some
Show our
some
spirit.
keychains here. We gave these out last Sunday for fan appreciation. So hey,
I can give
we're
these to some
passing
of my
on to you
guests
guys.
who are Greyhounds fans.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, so action kicks off tonight
Awesome.
at the
Thank
Gardens, and then game 2 will be Saturday night.
7
so
o'clock?
7:07 start.
Why 7:07?
Well, they got to leave time for the national anthem, eh? So
Don't even start.
What if it's really bad?
Stop.
Can you just cut it off?
we thought about that.
They force you to finish even when you're doing a really bad job of the national anthem. I know that firsthand.
Yes, apparently
You have to stand there and finish it. No
Well,
matter.
they try to drag it out sometimes too.
There's nothing wrong with a good 10-minute national anthem.
Well, you know what? It's not the time though. Just sing the words.
Hey, usually longer the better, but I don't know about this situation, right? Thanks for having us on, though.
no,
Really
we're not
appreciate
done
it.
yet.
Oh, sorry. You're shaking
So
my hand.
we're okay tonight at 7:07.
You got
Can
it.
you still get tickets?
Oh, absolutely. So tickets are available directly at the box office, or you can order online as well, gflgardens.ca. So,
And we're gonna go all the way, man.
hey, we're hoping for
Yep.
it.
We need to
absolutely.
because I keep saying that sign when you drive into Sault Ste. Marie that says Memorial Cup winners from
Yeah.
like
It's gotta be updated
from
now.
1927.
93.
I keep saying I get 90, 93 it was.
That's right.
Okay, we'll stop.
27.
1927.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it this year. We got to change that.
Absolutely.
We
Hey,
got to
we
change
hope
that
so.
sign.
It's a pretty special group here. We got some good players that have been around this team for a long time.
Great.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, who right now is coming up that you kind of went, oh, when we drafted this guy, we had no idea that he was going to show this kind of growth and potential. Is there
Well,
somebody you can-
there's actually quite a few of those guys on this team,
Really?
right? Morgan Frost was a 4th round draft pick. Who would have thought that he would have had back-to-back
Right.
100-point seasons?
Man, he's tickety-boo.
Oh yeah, he's been climbing the Sioux Greyhounds record books all season long, so he's a pretty special player.
And Raftis is coming back again, so
yeah,
that's
right.
awesome.
So he just
Contract
signed.
settled.
Yeah, so we're happy to have him along for next couple seasons here. He's been doing a spectacular job.
He
so,
has.
yeah.
Absolutely.
The people that come through the Greyhounds Association, from players to managers to coaches, I mean, it's just incredible, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
People
absolutely.
going on to amazing careers and like national fame.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Kyle
International.
Dubas, right?
Yes.
Youngest general manager in the
Seriously.
NHL. More recent alumni too. You look at Jared McCann and Darnell Nurse. They're both having some pretty significant impacts. In the National
Fantastic.
Hockey League,
And
so.
there's another connection between Matt DiBerdino and hockey.
What?
He grew up on the same piece of property where Phil Esposito had his cottage.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
It's
Tim
a
grew up with
small
my
world.
mom.
I grew up with your mom. That's
Yeah,
right.
and,
Hey, tell her I said hi. Hi, Julie.
She's probably
Jolie.
listening. So
Right
there
on.
you go.
Hey,
Matt, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah, no,
Always
thanks
good
for
to
having
see
us.
you.
and Dash.
Thank you.
Thanks for being nice to Luann. She's normally afraid of dogs, but I think she's
I'm good with that.
Put her in a
now.
headlock, would you?
got us.
No, and plus, you
Put
know
her
what?
in a
It's good. It's good because Dash doesn't stink either. Doesn't smell like a
Well,
dog.
I don't
or
know.
anything.
He's wearing. Have you smelled the hockey jersey? We'll be back with another interview with Sioux College students who are in the event management program talking about the Neighborhood Resource Center. We love that place. We'll be right back after this. Thanks, guys. Mornings with Luann and Tim. It's a busy time for your class at Sioux College. The name of the class is Special Events Management. No, tell me.
Public Relations and Event Management.
Public Relations and Event Management. I just had some of your classmates on. They were planning the event for
Bull for Arch.
Bull for Arch. And you guys, you must be the other half of the class.
Yes, we are the other half, and we're running the 3-on-3 for NRC.
Okay, tell me what that means. Let me first introduce. I'm so sorry. This is Stephen Hugel and Bient Man, and you guys are. What year are you in the program?
It's a 1-year course.
Oh, okay. So I guess you're in the first year.
Yeah. First and only.
Okay.
I know that.
So tell me about the event first of all. 3-on-3 for NRC. What kind of an event is it, Bient? Or
So it's an indoor soccer tournament that we're holding. 3-on-3 tournament.
what does 3-on-3 mean?
3 players at a time on the field, including a goalie. So essentially 4, but like 3.
How many normally play in soccer?
An indoor soccer, usually you play about like 5 people. But in like regular soccer, usually you play about 11.
Okay, so this is even smaller.
Yeah. So it requires a lot of teamwork, a lot of like connection with your teammates.
Yeah. So 3-on-3, 3 at a time, plus the goalie.
Yeah. Plus
Okay.
the goalie makes
So
4.
And how many people on a team?
You can have 4 to 8 people on a team.
Okay. Oh, so you can trade off.
Yeah, you can trade off. You know,
If you only have 4, you're going to get tired.
Yeah.
You're just going to keep playing and playing.
Definitely had a disadvantage if you only have 4.
So the more the better.
More the better.
Is it $150 per team regardless of how many players?
$150 per team flat rate, regardless of how many players. So the more people you bring in, the less you have to pay.
Yeah, but you're still raising the money for the great cause.
Exactly. Still coming in
which
for a
is
good cause, which is the Neighborhood Resource Center.
Located on Gore Street.
Gore
Yep.
Street, yeah.
Yeah, and they do amazing stuff in there. Now, that's operated by city police, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the community partnered with every other agency in town.
Yeah.
I mean, from Algoma Public Health, Algoma Family Services, there's probably Nog de Winderman. I mean, all the different services are there, right?
They have so many services that people in the public don't even know about. Like for people that really need the help, you can go down and get legal advice. You can go down and get your teeth checked.
Really?
Yeah, they have one of the dentist's office that work there.
Wow.
So it does provide a lot of services.
A lot
to
of
people in
counseling
that area.
services too, and referrals. They're amazing with referrals. They'll
Yep.
they'll like, sort of direct you as to where to go to get the help that you need if they can't provide it, right?
And all in all, they really work to just bring that area and that community together, to give them a sense of, like a neighborhood friendliness, so together they can build it up to themselves, right?
One of the things, I guess, about when it comes to social structure of a community, if you have a neighborhood that isn't doing as well as other neighborhoods, rather than ostracizing them, bring the community to them.
Yeah.
That's the best way to bring them into the community, is to send people to the neighborhood to work and live and play and socialize and help out the people who are living in that neighborhood that maybe needs a little bit of development.
For sure.
Yeah. So, okay, who came up with this idea? Did you guys have to come up with? Did your class have to come up with the idea, or has this been done before?
This is the 3rd annual, so it's been done before. The 3-on-3 for NRC idea has been used.
Okay.
So we just kind of put our own kind of spin on it.
How? What have you done that's different from what people have done before?
We just planning 2 different, like for the start we start thinking about the other games, but like most of the people like shocker, so we stick with the same ideas. So like people are interested in that, so that's why we are in the same idea, and
With soccer.
most of the things are the same, but still there are some difference.
Can you name one of the differences that's different this year from previous years?
A couple years ago, they would just do like half court games. This time we're doing like a full court game. So like we really focus on one game at a time, instead of trying to, get 2 games going at once. Things like that. The number of teams has always kind of varied.
How many teams are you doing? Is there a limit?
We're looking to cap it off at 8 teams.
Okay. Where are you at? Do you still have open?
There are still openings. We're sitting at about 4 teams, so we
All
still
right.
have another 4 teams that can enter.
The event is when?
The event is April 13th.
Oh, so there's still time to get teams together.
There's still lots of time to get teams together.
Once we have a team, and so you would encourage who? Is this like for workplaces to put a team together? What day of the week is this happening?
It's a Saturday.
So you have a workplace could get together.
Yeah,
Classroom.
Exactly, classroom,
Families,
any other like even like the soccer leagues and stuff, like could put a team in. It's for any skill level. There's no like cap on skill level or anything
It's
like
really
that.
for fun.
Yeah, it's for fun. But if you play soccer and want to play, you can play too.
You can play.
Yeah.
What about prizes? Do you get prizes if you enter this thing?
We're gonna have some pretty excellent prizes every day. We're bringing in new prizes from our sponsors and stuff.
Is this part of what you have to do as part of the class exercises to go out and find the sponsors and get the prizes?
Yeah, like
How have you found the response being with people in Sault Ste. Marie being, do you find that they're being generous in their donations?
like it's a mixed response. Some people are very interested and they always call us, like they want to know more about, like some people are not interested in that shocker, but we get a great response from the sponsors. So.
Yeah. So are there any sponsors you want to mention right now?
Yeah, we've had a great sponsorship from Wardlaw Heating and Cooling.
Yes.
They gave us a very good amount of money to help us with our overhead
They give you
cost.
cash.
Yeah.
You gotta love when they give you cash to help an event.
We also like to mention the EN Promotions, which are putting on the Sean Paul concert, that are helping us with one of our prizes.
I was just gonna reach out to them to see if I can get a Skype interview with somebody about that, because I think he's a Grammy Award
Yeah,
winning.
he's an international superstar.
And Jamaican flavored?
Yep.
Yeah. So what about EN? What
EN
are they doing?
They're actually putting on the Sean Paul they're the promotions
You're right.
company that's doing it.
And how are they helping you guys out?
They have given us some tickets for winners for that Sean Paul concert. So we're very excited to have that as a prize.
Is there some door prize stuff as well as, like, if people come, how does it work for the prizes? You have to win in the soccer game to win the prizes?
We're kind of floating with some different ideas now about how we're going to do the prizes. If we want to give some for individual efforts within the soccer tournament, we're thinking we're probably going to have a door prize as well. Still, all of this is kind of going on in our planning and what the final product's going to be.
Okay. Registration, Stephen, what's the best way?
Best way is to either call or email me. My number's on the poster.
It is, yes.
705-542-1988.
And you have an email as well, Stephen.Hugel.
At student.siouxcollege.ca, and you can reach out to me there and get you signed up.
Does the Neighborhood Resource Center have any information on this as well?
Yes, the Neighborhood Resource Center is working with us like hand in hand anytime that we need any help from them.
And it's taking place in the old gymnasium at the college?
Yeah, A-Wing Gym at the Sioux College.
On Saturday, April the 13th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Fundraiser for the Neighborhood Resource Center, and it's called, once again,
3-on-3 for NRC.
For NRC.
Thank you guys for being here so much from the Sioux College.
Thank you so much
Tell me
for
again
your
the name of the
time.
program.
Public Relations and Event Management.
Gino Cavallo and Natasha Kohler.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and we'll be back to say goodbye with Luann right after this. Oh, now's the time to say goodbye to all our family. L-O-U double. Okay, anyway, thanks for being here on Bumps. Didn't work at all.
No.
Thanks for being. I'll probably get bleeped now for singing a song that I haven't paid royalties for the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yes. Way
Thanks
to go,
for
Tim.
being here on Bump Slide Thursday.
And we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the best day of the week, Friday mornings with Luann and Tim. Thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome day today. We'll see you tomorrow.
And the Humane Society will be here with a real animal tomorrow.